What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, and in this video we're going to look at a game from a recent live stream that I did where I basically tried to force Burning Tree in every game because Burning Tree strategies are so good right now. This is the first of 3 videos that I want to showcase from this live stream. I'll do another one tonight and tomorrow. And in this video, we're going to look at a Hoard Dragon game. And I think that Hoard Dragon is really good for this Burning Tree strategy because you're basically in the end game just rolling for the same 3 units. And there's some really good high-level treasures that also work with this strategy that you can get from upgrading those higher tier units. We're not going to quite do anything crazy with the treasures in this one. This game ends kind of quickly, to spoil it a little bit, but I think that you'll see that a lot of my decisions that I make throughout the game are all kind of building towards putting together that Burning Tree comp. These are all sweet heroes. We got 4 sweet heroes here, I think. I think APOC might be strong now that trees are a thing again. The Hoard Dragon is also pretty strong now that trees are a thing again, because you can actually get that round table. Alright, I'm going to roll with Hoard Dragon on this one. I think Cursed King is probably best by the numbers, but we'll see what we can make work for this one. We've got Golden Chicken as an option. And I think it's an option that I like because I feel like this opens us up into the possibility of purchasing a pair next turn. Ultimately, it's just going to make it easier to find some early Hoard Dragon treasures. Wow, they went for Wizard's Familiar and then they picked up the free roll. They should have gone free roll and then picked up whatever they catered into. That would have been a lot stronger, but no matter. We will grab Cindy, and then we will grab a forbidden fruit and a chicken, and that is also, obviously, an upside of chicken. You could just potentially grab some more chicken. This is looking like a really strong Hoard Dragon start. I always want to call Hoard Dragon Trophy Hunter. I know I've seen other people make that mistake before, too, because we're hunting for interesting trophies and things, though Trophy Hunter makes sense too, in that they need to get slays, which, like, those are trophies. We are going to take some damage here up against the mask that had a shrivel, but not in the worst place. We can get really close into Cindy. I am going to go for this Genie's Wish. There's a lot of ways where it can be totally fine, and this wasn't one of them. But now next turn, any spell will flip the Cindy. Let's roll, potentially find just a better unit, or a chicken, or a crafty can also be really good because we are going to grab a treasure next turn. Do kind of like the idea of going into some Wizard's Familiars. And because we might find a hat or a ball off the Cinderella. Excuse me. But I think just grabbing a crafty is quite good too. And we are going to take a little bit of damage off this one because my opponent got that first attack. We had a chance to tie, but in most scenarios, we lose that one. Well, an XP to give us a treasure and flip this around is pretty interesting, though a little scary. One thing that we could do if we still want to pick up these dwarves is sell both of the chickens. I think at the very least we know we're picking up the dwarves, right? We could find Fancy Pants. We could find Dwarven Mine. Both of those, let's not sell the chickens first. So, Fancy Pants or Dwarven Mine, Deepstone Mine rather, both quite good. Haunted Helm also gives plus 20 health to doubly. And might be more versatile. Okay, let's sell through this. And let's buy Fanny and doubly. So we've got a 525 Is that enough to stay alive? I'm going to backline the Cindy. It's honestly probably a little bit awkward because it means that we've got to put Fanny right here. Maybe I should have put Cindy frontline and just said Dragon be damned, because what's going to happen is this doubly is still going to be alive, and now Fanny's got to attack, and now this doubly is doing nothing. But it does look like we are going to have barely, just barely enough stats to get the win there. Yeah, it's probably more risk-averse to just frontline the Cindy and say Dragon be damned, but this is what we're going to come to regardless. Think I'm going to grab Fanny and roll. And that lets us pick up a 3-cost Dwarf, which would just be like another doubly. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Probably just grab a Wretched Mummy, though. The White Stag just seems like it's not going to get to attack. We'd have to play it in position 3, or we'd have to do something weird like this. Just seems kind of like a waste of time. So I think I'll play a Mummy. So one of the reasons that I like the Haunted Helm is because that does open up the possibility to grab like a Nutcracker and activate that pretty easily early on in this game. So that's kind of the idea. But the goal with this was to try to go into Burning Tree, which I think is definitely an open option right now. Really decent combat RNG for us on this one, which is nice. Though, yeah, now the Fannies have to start attacking in, which is awkward. But looks like it's going to work out just well enough for us yet again as the doubly gets to stay alive. So now we're level 4. We don't see any level 4 units in this shop. Darkwood Creeper is good with Burning Tree, and it's good with this doubly. So that seems like a no-brainer. Let's grab that. And now we've got the option to pick up another Darkwood Creeper, a Crafty, and some XP. So what it seems like I want to do is pick up the most efficient thing this turn, which is our second Darkwood Creeper, and then lock for Crafty plus Turkish Delight. Could also sell both of these units to play a second Crafty. I don't hate that as well. Okay. And still locking this because that'll get us to level 5 next turn. Kind of making a weird Dwarves play here, but the idea is to just get to Burning Tree as soon as possible, and Burning Tree with these creepers to back it up, I think is going to be quite good. So next turn we advance to 4.1, Turkish Delight puts us to 4.2, and then we'll have just a few rolls to potentially find Creeper, Fanny, Crafty, and potentially Heartwood Elder. Wow, thank you for those falling stars, my friend. Those were absolutely wonderful falling stars for us. Now this doubly is a real unit. It doesn't matter if the Fannies get in there. My opponent also running double Creeper, but that worked out so much better for us than them. So that is quite fantastic. It almost makes me want to consider just rolling for some more falling stars, but I'll roll 4 triples on the units that we have. Yeah, this doubly is an absolute unit. Yeah, it's a 19-1, but in slot 1, it's looking okay enough. And we got one more roll for Fanny or Crafty. Heartwood Elder. Heartwood Elder. We could get out of these Fannies. And then at that point, we are supporting... We're supporting the Darkwood Creepers, at least for now. I honestly don't hate that idea, because this is a unit that we might want eventually. At the same time, maybe we just say, okay, rest of this turn, we're just rolling down for no reason. Reason being, we could also throw in a prized pig. That's not the craziest idea in the world either. Okay, well now I'm into that. And the main thought process at play here is I want to use all of my gold next turn to find burning trees. I don't really want to mess around with selling down so that I have less econ to find the burning trees next turn. So I think this is a really good avenue to victory. Crafty gets to trade with their doubly. Wretched Mummy gets to take some of our stuff out here. We are going to lose. We're not going to get the prized pig gold, but it was always kind of a long shot anyways. I don't mind giving Peter Pants some help. We are just looking for burning trees. Could run another Turkish Delight, but I think this is the time we just go all in for the trees. Can't upgrade the Fanny at this point. That is a downside to what we've done. We're just seeing all the Turkish Delights this game. Kind of crazy. 2 more rolls for Burning Tree. I'll take this, a tier 3 treasure. That's totally fine. And see Merlin's Hat and Fancy Pants and Crystal Ball, but I think we're kind of beyond the ball at this point. I do see the option here to still go for the Nutcracker. Nutcracker gives us a tier 5 treasure. I think that there's a lot of universes where that can be really good. So now we have to sell prized pig, and it's a little bit awkward because we're not really doing our best work to support this doubly anymore. We're no longer giving it plus 10 health, but we're going to kind of speed run this Nutcracker. That is the plan from here, and hopefully find like Hand of Midas, Ambrosia, Staff of the Old Toad, all of which would be really good in terms of us grabbing that burning tree. And we did pick up this helm specifically for Nutcracker to do exactly this. So we'll see how much this helps us. Doubly dies. So that's unfortunate. Can we get a few hits on Nutcracker? Okay, we can. We're going to get some nice hits on Nutcracker as the Mad Mim is now going to attack into it, and then it will die. But we almost got the Nutcracker completed. We only went down to 21. Feel like that was a good use of all of our resources this turn. We've got Fancy Pants, so I'd really like to grab the Burning Tree. The amount of XP we're being offered this game is crazy, though. Let's find that Burning Tree. Could take Lance as well. Lance goes to 12 from the Pants, 22 from the Haunted Helm. It's almost active. We could also move doubly back into the Pants slot this turn, considering Nutcracker only needs 1 more hit. Let's roll 2 more times for the Burning Tree, though, I think. Did not get there, unfortunately. Well, I'll still sell Fanny for Burning Tree. Do I want to Kraken Fanny for Burning Tree? I think I do. This gives us 1 more roll. And we don't find it. We just find more XP. Really quite a silly game. Sporko is fine once we find the tree. Think we can roll and still potentially pick up a better 4-drop. Okay, here's the Burning Tree. I'm not going to sell for it right now, though, I don't think. Let's just go back into Dwarves for a second and lock the Burning Tree. I don't want to play down too many units, but I am very happy to have found the tree. Hopefully we can find the Nutcracker treasure right now as well. We are going to get there. We do lose our Tiny, but we definitely get the Nutcracker treasure and a bunch more stats on our doubly. What's up, Bosch? How you doing? And now these Sporkos are going to have at the doubly. That is totally fine. And then doubly gets to win us the combat or tie us the combat. That's all I need. That's all I ask of you, doubly. And we have awkwardly... okay, so this is interesting. I do have to think about these treasures because they're not the ideal ones. But I could certainly see playing down a unit for Monkey's Paw temporarily. I think when in doubt, I just sort of fire and ice, though. So which of these is the most stats? Monkey's Paw is plus 30, plus 30. Sword of Fire and Ice, you have to play down a unit. All right, let's play Sword of Fire and Ice. Or Monkey's Paw, you have to play down a unit. Let's play Sword of Fire and Ice. Let's grab a Burning Tree with the Fancy Pants. I have not been doing too much speedrunning. I did briefly do like 1 or 2 games the other day, but it is a lot harder on this patch because there is... maybe I just want the Burning Tree in the front line. The extra health is still fine, and then it'll get Darkwood Creeper bonuses. Could go for a Tweedle here as well. Let's just do this. Playing down a unit, but we're up against the Ghost. Maybe I just wanted to save my econ, but I wanted to try to just get as many hits onto Burning Tree and start scaling that right now. Honestly, probably should have just saved my econ for next turn, if we're being totally honest, but this is going to work out fine. So on the current patch, I think it's kind of awkward to speedrun because there's a lot of times where the game just gets like super laggy in a pretty awkward way. Oh, Doubly now has health by itself from Sword of Fire and Ice. That's cute. That's cute. Let's roll for trees. There's some trees. Muerte had some trees. I mean, we saw them 7 turns ago. But seems reasonably likely that we could steal a tree from them, though. They're not level 6 yet. Let's not kidnap just yet. Don't hate Nyan Sea Terror, but I think I just want to roll. We're so much XP up ahead of the rest of the lobby that I think I just want to use this time to roll for the trees that we want to see. Is Mask Ball worth it? We see 1/6 that could be an Echowood and Ash, and then 2 things that could be Burning Tree. Let's roll. Green Knight is not really the tree that I want. But honestly, this is all looking decent right now. We've got an Ashwood and a Burning Elm, and this was really just an exercise in how does it work to force trees? Because I think Burning Tree is really strong right now. Definitely the premier endgame comp. But is that enough? Excuse me. Whew. Just barely got that muted before I had to sneeze. And Muerte not looking like too much of a threat after we take down some of this other stuff here. Burning Tree is not going to get that much scaling. Doubly is going to get a ton of scaling. Everything attacked into Doubly on that one. Could take Robin Wood. I think that does help us scale some. But I think we can just go bigger than that this game. I think we can just roll for Ashwoods and Burning Trees and Echowoods because we're so far ahead of the rest of this lobby. Interesting options here. Hercules for a tier 7 treasure. Don't think I'm going to go for Gumblegore. Might actually even be selling Gumblegore. We can make use of Ashwood Elm in the Helm slot. There's one thing that's kind of interesting is that Hercules will get +2 attack at the start of combat. Okay. Let's get out of Doubly territory. Buy Hercules. Okay, and then it's getting +2 attack, so that brings it right up to 25, which is perfect. So playing down a unit, but I think we can afford to do so because I think we are quite strong here now. Hopefully they don't attack Hercules too many times here. All right, they get Hercules once, and then Hercules doesn't take out the Gingerbread Knight, which is actually great for us because it stops these court wizards from getting in. They're going to summon Juliet and take out the Nutcracker here, so we are going to actually tie this one because they don't have a duplicator or anything fancy. That's great for me. We got a little bit into a Hercules. tier 4 treasure. I don't think there's any tier 4 treasures that I'd appreciate, but I don't mind consolidating this unit. Forking Rod plus whatever this is called, Stone Skin, is fine on Ashwood Elm. But just fine. Excuse me. Is that worth 4 gold? I don't think so. Let's skip. Let's just find any trees at this point in the turn. Think about Hercules. If we put it up to 34. Okay, this means Hercules completes in 2. Oh wait, no, that's 68. How did I get that math so wrong? Quite like it. Not sure how I got that math so wrong. What if we make it 40? Okay, 40 it is. Seems unlikely that Herc connects twice. It might not even connect once. Oof. Wow, that stinks. That stinks that we were so strong we just took him right out. Shoot. Shoot. Alright, well, Herc might not be long for this world then. This game is also not long for this world. There's an Echo Wood. That's awesome. Let's just roll. Now I think I will cast a spell here with my remaining gold for the turn. Flourish. That's great. Flourish is awesome. Debonair. Do I just want to frontline Herc so that way it does something? Probably. Oh well. A little bit annoying, but I think we're looking good. When's the last time we saw this tiger? 5 turns ago. They've got the double ring of meteors for us. Hopefully still. That would be awesome. They were using it to a lot of effect on Greedy. I think they'd like to transition into Dwarves from there. Just with this large Greedy and then the double helm. Though, we do have to remember, these people just hit 6.0. So I think it's very likely that we are still way too powerful for this lobby. Double ring, assuming they still have it, is going to send Hercules to the moon as well. So I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Come on, double ring. No, they tossed the ring. Unlucky. Unlucky. Okay. Well, Hercules is going to survive at least. But it is... Oh, and it's going to attack into a Rotten Applewood. That's totally fine. Hopefully something attacks into Hercules. All right, couldn't get quite that lucky. But it does look like we're going to win this combat. A 91 health tree and an 80 health Echo Wood. These opponents, like I said, are still newly 6. So double Sark triggers are good. The dragon was good, but not quite good enough. Now we've got the bye. So let's just continue to look for the trees that we like. We're definitely ripping a Falling Stars. I don't think I want Robinwood, though. I don't think that Robinwood is actually as a part of this comp as people might believe it is. 27 plus 27 is 54, so if Herc can get in there twice, plus it's going to be even a little bit more with the Creeper bonus. Just a few more rolls to find another tree. There we go. Yeah, this is the way to play. And frontline is health. Frontline is health. We can go backline this just to get the Herc in early. I think that's going to be a good use of our time this turn. Grab a level 7 treasure. If that could be the round table, then this is going to be one of the bigger tree comps, which is part of the reason to play trees on Hoard Dragon. This gives you a lot of shots at round table. Gives you less shots at singing sword, but more shots at round table, which is awesome. Can Hercules stay alive? Hercules is going to be able to stay alive against this Wizard's Familiar. Needs to avoid the Spellweaver, and now needs to get attacked into by the Lucky. All right, so not going to get the Hercules again, and we might be in the finals against this Celestial Tiger. No, we're up against Fates. Well, that's totally acceptable as well. Let's try to grab a triple on one of these other key units. We could sell Darkwood Creeper and Nutcracker for an upgrade, or a knighthood rather, if we rolled into it, but not worth it. Not worth the scaling either. Could go for Gigantify. That's a decent amount of stats, but we still have a few more rolls to hit a tree this turn. That was basically last time to hit a tree, though. Could find a burning tree right here. I'm not willing to Kraken at this stage. Let's keep rolling. Health potion. Meh. Bank chicken gold for the next turn. That seems fine. We'll put some pants on the chicken. We do have to decide if it is just worth the stats to put this front line, and I think it is, especially considering the Herc is now just a hit away. It should be fine in the back line. Oh wait, burning trees are better in the back. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, I'll backline a burning tree. And my opponent has a Falling Stars. Everybody loves these Falling Stars. We're going to grab our Herc treasure. My opponent does have Court Wizard plus Romeo. So they're going to have a decent amount of Court Wizard swings here. But our Echo Wood is just massive. We take out their Court Wizard. We get to take out their Juliet as well and take out the Fates. They had a turn or an early game. What was their early game treasure again? I don't know, but they never found Sky Castle, or maybe they did and we didn't see it. All right, Fairy Queen's Wand for the dust. Excalibur to lock these treasures in for the rest of the game. Mirror Mirror doesn't do anything. Fairy Queen's Wand is marginal. I think we Excalibur and we lose Fancy Pants. Alright, I'm down to do it. We've got a few rolls here to hit some nice stuff. We can toss this Lance. Not going to worry about the Robin Wood still. We're just going to be picking up Echo Wood, Ashwood, and Burning Tree. There's our friend, the Burning Tree. Let's backline this one. Ride of the Valkyrie is a decent amount of stats. Let's roll, though. Just do this. Okay. It's probably not going to be lethal right now, so we do have to consider that, but we also have to consider if we want to sell our trees to try to find better trees. For right now, we're doing really good, though. My opponent has one burning tree to our whole bunch of burning trees, and then they've got a pumpkin and a Medusa as their final scam. They are going to scam our other tree, so that's nice, but we're getting good scaling with Darkwood Creeper still through all of this. So pretty nice stuff, really. They've got to find 2 scams. They did find 2 scams. Will those scams work out for them? Well, they might. They definitely might. No, it's not going to work out because now Burning Tree has to attack and then we kill the Medusa. So we're going to hit them for 10 down to 19. But we've still got some game to play. And the one thing I've got to remember is to sell my chicken at the start of the turn, so that way we can find more chicken. We could also sell the burning trees and the ashwoods so that we can find more burning trees and ash woods. But there we go. This is why you immediately sell the chicken. Up to 18 gold. That made me look pretty smart there. Could take a lightning dragon. Wow. So much free chicken this game. Or this turn, rather. All right, burning tree. Do we toss Darkwood Creeper? Do we toss a burning tree? I think we hang on to all of it. So if we find another Ashwood Elm, we're tossing this burning tree, but that doesn't mean there's a reason to toss the burning tree right now. Okay, we find an Echo Wood. That's awesome. Let's just grab it for now. Even like magic research is so much stats. This is 15. Just trying to make sure 15, 18. There's no way where we can have a where we can find a kill on my opponent this turn, unfortunately. My opponent upgrades their Medusa, but it's just going to come down to what comes out of the pumpkin, and then we got one more. Oh, they turned into King Midas. So they also lost their tiger treasures, which those weren't doing that much for them anyways. Okay, they find one more Medusa, but that is still a while from attacking. This is going to be a win, and it's going to be 16 damage. We're going to put them down to 3 here. Oh, maybe they'll get out this. Nope, 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 nope. 16 damage, put them down to 3. Fair enough. Well, that's what I thought we were going to do. I miscounted this Echo Wood at the start, but it was basically what I assumed. Let's buy and sell chicken. My opponent is probably on the verge of conceding any second now, so we've got to be fast if we want to make our board more powerful. You could free roll. Doesn't look like we are getting anything this turn. Let's see. If we roll, we could sell 4 things. So unless we find golden chickens right now, I mean, it is still worth rolling because you could theoretically always chain an infinite number of golden chickens. Though at this point, I'm not selling 2 units for a golden chicken or 3 units for a golden chicken effectively. So this is it. This is full board, but this was pretty sweet. And there's the concession. Did have to think that that one was coming soon, and that is going to be a win. A pretty sweet game forcing the burning tree, and that's going to be it for me for this one. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.